guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my Sephora holiday haul for you. I picked up a few things, most things that I needed, and then a couple things that I didn't need. So I thought I would show you. I debated placing a second order literally every single day after I placed this order, and I never did it because I decided it's Christmas time and I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not doing that. I'm not buying myself stuff because it's Christmas, and if I want it, it's going on my Christmas list. I'm using my Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, which by right now is like literally my favorite moisturizer ever. And I keep leaving it down here, but I want to take it upstairs because I want to use it every night. So I'm probably gonna move that soon. But first I want to go over some of the unexciting stuff in here, but still important, okay? This is a good time to stock up on skincare. Now, I didn't stock up on skincare for myself because I'm not out of any of mine. I just bought new stuff for myself a couple months ago and I still have it all, but I did restock my dad, who uses the same skincare that I do. Sorry, Dad, if you didn't want me to tell everybody that, but you do. So the Origins Anti-Aging Plant Scription Cleanser, the Anti-Aging Power Eye Cream, the Anti-Aging Power Serum, and the Bakuchiol Herbivore Retinol Alternative Smoothing Serum. I swear by this. This literally changed my life. It has changed my wrinkles. It has changed my face, the texture of my face. It is so good. I do not like to use a lot of chemicals on my face. I like to stick to all natural skincare, and so literally I have recommended this to everybody. It's so good. If you've never tried it and you want something for fine lines and wrinkles, this is a great one to get. And then the stuff that I got for myself, I have been wanting to try ever since I saw Tati's review of the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I wanted to try that, so I got that, and I got the concealer. This is the world's tiniest concealer. I'm hoping that it's bigger when I open it. No. This literally looks like a miniature of a concealer. Did I get a mini? The packaging is really nice and sleek, but I need to know if I bought the miniature because I don't understand why this is so tiny. Like, seriously, please. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Jeffree Star concealer compared to this one. Okay. The e.l.f. Camo concealer. I must have bought a mini, right? This is not a miniature. What in the actual heck? 0.19 fluid ounces is $30. This does not say mini. So I'm missing something. NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, one of my other favorites, is $30, so comparable price. And this says it is 0.22 ounces. Really? How is this 0.19 ounces? What? Okay, I have to go find the Jeffree Star concealer because I'm shook right now. It must have been on the box. It actually doesn't say on his website unless I'm missing it. I don't know. I'm gonna get off it, but I don't understand. I guess compared to the NARS, it's pretty much the same. These are both really heavy packaging. I forgot to see what else I got. I got the Hourglass Ambient Unlocked palette. You guys, this is the Ghost edition. These two are both finishing powders. And then you have the strobe powder, the bronzer, the strobe blush, and the blush. So yeah, we're gonna try this out today. It's basically like a whole face. And then I got myself I exchanged some rewards for the Bare Minerals Color Me Clean collection. This is a 5-piece eye, lip, and face collection. And yeah, I thought it actually looked really good. Usually they have better 500-point rewards when it's the holiday time. And I really like this bronzer. This is in Warmth. This is the Endless Summer bronzer. So this one is Warmth. The one that I have is called Faux Tan, and it's really dark. I think they were out of Warmth, and so I wanted to try Warmth, which is a little bit lighter. So they had that in here, so maybe we'll try a little bit of both. They also have a mascara, Lashtopia, which I'm excited about. It's a pretty big mascara. And then we've got a pretty lipstick. This is the Bare Pro. Oh my gosh, it looks like the perfect color. And then you have the Mineral Veil, which I don't really use that ever. And then the Gen Nude Patent Lip Lacquer in the shade Pouch. So we're gonna try out all this good stuff. I'm excited. It's basically a full face. I'm really excited to try this foundation. Ever since Tati reviewed it, I was like, yes, give me that foundation. I want it. So that's what we're gonna do. So the shade of the Shiseido foundation that I got is 160 Shell. Oh, you turn it to unlock it? That's bomb. It's oil-free with SPF of 30. Ooh. That's more coverage than I thought that was gonna be. Wow, that's like a lot of coverage. Did I think that was gonna be that much coverage? That's thick, you guys. This is a thick foundation. It's definitely not runny and light. It's a thicker foundation. Ooh, I like it. It's really grabbing on to the skin and sticking. Oh, this just reminds me how pale I am. It's not hard to blend, but you have to, like, I'm kind of swiping in some areas because it's thick, but it does pretty well, like the pat and swipe motion. This is so thick. Oh my goodness. That just is like a mask, but like not in a bad way. Like, it looks really nice. Wow, it looks really nice on the skin, but I'm interested to see the self-refreshing. Wow, I don't need any more coverage anywhere. That's pretty full coverage. Pretty full coverage. The shade I got for the concealer is in 102 Fair, and they couldn't possibly make that rating any tinier. Wow, you guys, I really like that I didn't have to work too much with that foundation. You guys know, with my recent history of trying foundations, I have dipped in twice already, though, to this concealer. It's kind of a strange circular applicator, but I like that that was good coverage right away. Oh wow, this is like the perfect shade concealer for me. Okay, blend it out really nicely. Oh, it does. It's not like dry, but you have to work fast with it. Yeah, see, it's kind of like dried in that circle shape on my forehead. But it looks nice. The concealer and the foundation both look nice. Right now they look pretty natural matte, which is not my favorite finish because I've got dry skin, but it looks nice. So my pores do look a little bit accentuated right there. My under eyes look a little bit dry. I'll be interested to see how it melts into the skin. I do feel a little bit cakey, but let's just see how we do for the rest of putting on everything. Let's go ahead and set the face with our Hourglass. This is a lot smaller of a palette than I thought. So I'm going to set my under eyes. I'm using the white one in the middle. Not white, but like creamy color. Uh-oh. See, when they're so small and they're so together like that, you need such little brushes, and I just got a little bit of blush on that. Need to be kind of careful. What kind of brush do people use with this? I'm using a tiny brush, and I have a tiny vase, and I'm like having to be real careful. Okay, so let's do our brows quick, and then I'll zoom in and we'll do some eyes. Okay, let's open up my beautiful LA Girl palette. A cool little look here. I think I want to use some purpley colors. Let's go with that today. So I'm going to go into Collective. Wow, that looks really pigmented. Oh, I need eye primer. While we're waiting for the primer to dry, I will say that my skin is not quite as cakey. I think it's going to end up melting in and looking really good with setting spray. Usually by this point I can tell how it's going to look. I don't know how it's going to wear, but it looks really flawless even from like 2 feet away from me. Then when I get up close, it's not bad. It's accentuated my pores just a little bit, but it's really not that bad, and my under eyes don't look really dry. So I've got like high hopes for this. All right, I'm going in with Collective, which is like a purpley, purpley fuchsia shade. And I'm gonna take that up into the crease, really fluff it back. Has a lot of pigment, no surprise, because these has a lot of pigment. These shadows are gorgeous. This palette is just beautiful. I mean, I highly recommend this. It's sitting on the top of my vanity since I filmed that video, and I've used it quite a few times. Really love it. So affordable. I hope it's still available. I want you guys to get it while it's limited, because it's limited edition, and I don't plan to stop doing tutorials with it. So we'll go into Poise, which is more of a charcoaly brown, which I want like a neutral purple eye, so I don't want to go into something brighter than this color. They are are so stunning. Oh my god. Oh, I love them. Oh my goodness. I think I want to go into Chic. I'm going to use a MAC 217. And it goes on so well with a blending brush. Now let's try it with our finger just for fun. Goes on well that way too. I'm gonna go into a touch of Kind, which is like a darker shimmer, and I'm just gonna pat it. It's barely a shimmer though. It's like a plum, barely shimmer. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. Just gonna deepen it just a touch. Gorgeous and no fallout. How is that even possible? All right, I'm gonna go into a little bit of Collective and a little bit of Inspirational. And work that on the lower third. And then blending it all the way in. And that's really all I want on the lower lash line. Just gonna blend a little up here. They're just effortless. This is such a like goof-proof palette. You can't mess it up. Everything blends so well. The shimmers are so pigmented. There's hardly any fallout. Just tap off the excess on your brush. That's what I do. Oh my gosh, so good. I'm not gonna add any liner. I'm just gonna add some mascara. Try out the Lashtopia by Bare Minerals and let's see how this goes. Ooh. It's not like grabbing onto my lashes. Feels like a very thin formula. But it's lengthening very well. It just doesn't seem volumizing at all. You'll have to really do probably at least 3 coats. Actually, you know what? This is kind of a natural mascara because it's not super volumizing. It's really just lengthening my lashes a little. Really loving the way that my skin looks, and I'm loving the eyes. So pretty. So let's go into the bronzer, which this bronzer is Eternal Bronze Light. And I'm using a MAC 129. I think it's rubbed off, you guys. I've had this brush forever. These pans are so tiny. This is $80 and you don't, there's not like, it's really small. Like you can't dip a normal size brush in it. I was so excited for this and I still am. It's just when they're that small, like look at the brush. Like how am I supposed to be able to like really buff it in when it only picks up in one place on the brush, you know? It just hinders the blending ability. I do think there needs to be a little bit more product in there, but even if they don't put more product in, they just need more space in between the pans so you can get bigger brushes, because this is a face kit, you know? We're talking about face products, so you have like bigger powder brushes, or at least I do, bigger bronzer brushes. Like you want to be able to get a good blend, and if it's only picking up on one side of the brush, then you have to either swirl it on the back of your hand or a paper towel or something. I love that color though, it's gorgeous. Now let's try the blush in here. I like both. Let's try the lighter one. It looks like it has a purple in it. I'm just gonna stamp it off a little. Hoping for a nice like rosy cheek. The good thing is like they don't have so much pigment. I mean, and they are really easy to blend, but still pretty. Let's try a little of that kind of reddish bright color too. Just add a little bit on top. Really blush it up today. Then our highlighter in here, we're gonna use a fan brush. Very soft and natural and subtle, which I don't mind, but I am curious with a slightly denser brush. This brush. Still soft, but definitely denser, quicker. I can't tell if it has a pink hue or if that's the blush. I think it does have a little bit of a pink hue to it. Let's do some setting spray. Let's do my Anastasia Dewy set. Let's do some lips. So I've got the pretty color from Bare Minerals. This is the shade Petal. And the Gen Nude is in Pout. Okay, so this is the shade Petal. I don't want to use a lip liner because I want to see what the texture is. Oh. Wow, that's way more opaque than I thought it was going to be. Wow, that is very pink. It is like really buttery. It's like buttery, but with a matte finish. It's not a, it's like, wow, I feel like I used a lot. I don't really like the way that this looks right now. The finish of it is just not my favorite. Let's see what this looks like on top. Okay, well, I like that. I don't really like how matchy-matchy it is, but it's not terrible. All right, guys, this is the finished look. So I don't really like this lip color with this eye, but I don't mind the lip. Well, it's kind of growing on me. I was gonna take it off right away. I think I'm actually gonna keep it on and keep wearing it, see how I like it. Everything looks pretty good. I will say I'm not sure on the foundation. I need to see how it wears. It doesn't look terrible, but it does not look as good as my Smith & Co. foundation. It's a very natural matte to matte finish. I really want to try Jaclyn Hill's trick with the primer oil, which I ordered from Smashbox to try that for dry skin, especially just as we get into the winter months. But I'll be curious to see how this wears throughout the day, and I will put in the description bar below, I will put how this all wore and give you my updated thoughts on it once I post the video. So I'm not going to do check-ins today. It's later in the day anyway. It's about 3:30 right now. Yeah, I really like the the Hourglass Unlocked kit. I don't like the packaging because it's just it looks messy all the time with the fingerprints. So I don't really like that, but it's okay. I think this is like their Ghost packaging. Yeah, Lighting Edit in Ghost. Yeah, anyway, but I liked everything in that kit, and I definitely will be using it. That powder is super nice and looks really pretty. I'm just really excited to see how this wears. You heard my thoughts on everything else throughout the video, so if you like this and you like first impressions and trying stuff on together, give this video a big thumbs up. I love you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!